Okay. Hi, everybody. Tonight is Women's Closet Global TV Show. I am your host, Carolyn Nickelback, and tonight we are discussing erectile dysfunction. So, before we get into anything, I want to share with you what erectile dysfunction is. Erectile dysfunction is the inability for men to get an erection and keep it for the purpose of having sex. It affects about 1.3 million men, and I will give you statistics later on as we go into the show. So one of the things that I want to share with you, there's causes of erectile dysfunction. Some of those causes are medication, surgeries, lack of exercise, diabetes, heart disease. Those are some of the physical causes of erectile dysfunctions. The psychological causes of erectile dysfunction is going to be depression, stress, and poor relationships. It also affects relationships. So tonight I have a guest that's going to talk about his experience with erectile dysfunction. You will not see my guest. Most men are embarrassed to talk about erectile dysfunction. Most men will not admit that they have erectile dysfunction. So my guest is going to remain anonymous. I will not be saying his name. You will only hear his voice. If you have a question, I'm also on Facebook Live over here. So if you have a question to my guest, type your question in. I will ask him and he will give you an answer. Yes. Let me do this. Okay. The next thing I want to say is if erectile dysfunction, ED, has affected someone you know, please, by all means, share this video with anybody you feel as though can benefit from the video, because I will be giving some information and posting it up in the Women's Closet group and the resources in the Women's Closet group, so you can print it off and download it. So my guest, I'm going to call him Mr. R. So, Mr. R, I want you to tell our Facebook live stream audience and the people over here, when did you first notice that you had erectile dysfunction?
At the age of 53.
And how old are you today?
61.
Did you self-diagnose yourself, or were you medically diagnosed with erectile dysfunction? And when you first heard that you had erectile dysfunction, what did you say to yourself, and how did you feel once you found out that you had erectile dysfunction?
I didn't believe it.
Why?
I just didn't believe it.
Were all the signs and symptoms there?
Slowly, they grew. They came on more and more and more after each year.
Okay, so how many years have you been with ED?
8.
8 years.
Yes.
Has it affected, are you married? It affected your marriage?
Yes. Broke it.
It broke your marriage?
And it broke my heart. Yes.
Okay. Hi, Camille. Thanks for tuning in. Hi, Carlos. Thanks for tuning in. Right now, I'm interviewing a guest who has been medically diagnosed with erectile dysfunction. Please share the live stream and also share the video if you get it. And this information may help someone that you know who has ED. Going back to my guests, if you have any questions for the guests, type in the guests. Hi, Camille. Type in your questions so that I can ask my guests, and I'll ask them, and of course, you can hear the answers. Thank Camille. Thank you for sharing. So, Mr. R, I want you to tell us, after you were medically diagnosed with erectile dysfunction, how did you deal with it?
I haven't. I haven't.
I didn't finish the question.
You asked the question that I'm telling you. I haven't dealt with it
Mr. R,
yet.
can you let me finish the question? Thank you. How did you and your wife deal with the diagnosis of ED?
She's not with me anymore.
Okay. Did you and your wife ever discuss
No.
your problem?
No.
Okay. And have you tried alternative methods?
Yes.
For correcting
Yes.
the problem?
Yes.
Okay. What have you tried? Before you answer that, the reason why I'm asking you that is because if there's other men out here that has erectile dysfunction and they may not have tried alternative methods, and they hear you talk about the alternative methods, that may be something that they can consider. So what methods have you tried with ED?
Cialis?
Did it work?
No.
It didn't work at all?
Viagra?
Did it work?
No.
Did Cialis and Viagra work a little tiny bit?
A little bit, but not.
How long did you last, if you don't mind me asking? 15 minutes?
No.
An hour?
No.
5 minutes?
No.
Did it work at all?
Somewhat.
Okay. Cialis,
Viagra?
Viagra.
Nexatril?
They advertise that on the radio.
And it doesn't work.
It doesn't work at all.
No.
Now, I do know this. Hey, everybody. Thanks, Tammy, for tuning in. Thanks, Mark, for tuning in. According to, say it again. Say that name again. Nexatril. Is it Nexatril or Noxatril?
Noxatril.
Okay.
Noxatril.
I do know that on Noxatril, on the commercials, they advertise Noxatril as being an all natural.
Yeah.
It's guaranteed to work. It's going to give you
Noxatril
this
is like
growth. It's going to give you this.
Viagra on steroids.
Okay. It's supposed to be Viagra on steroids.
It doesn't work.
That didn't work either.
No.
Did it work a little bit?
No.
A little tiny bit?
No.
Okay. Cialis, Viagra, Noxatril. None of them worked.
No, and then it was a thing called Ant. It's a black pill that's called Ant. That didn't work. It's a Jamaican thing that's called Ant Orum.
Now, can I ask you a personal question?
Yeah.
How much, I know Viagra is not covered by insurance, is it?
No.
How much did you pay for one pill?
What, Viagra?
Yeah.
$50
For one pill.
for one pill.
And it didn't work?
No.
Cialis, could you get that on the script?
Yeah.
You can get Cialis on the script.
You can get Viagra and Cialis on a prescription, yeah.
What about?
But it's not covered. You have to pay out your pocket.
Okay. What about Noxatril? How did you come in contact with Noxatril?
On Facebook.
Facebook.
No, as a matter of fact, I'm sorry, the commercial on the radio.
Okay, and you ordered it.
Yes.
How many or how long were you taking any of those pills before? You okay? Hold on, everybody. Hold on. If you have not already shared this live stream or this video, please share, because it may help the 1.3 million men that have erectile dysfunction, and they may be looking for some answers and some alternative solutions.
I'm choked up about that because it hurts. I lost my woman because that wasn't. You want something in you But I want to love you, and I can't.
Okay.
I want to hold you, and I want to love you, but I can't.
Okay.
And it comes up, but it doesn't stay.
Okay.
And it hurts.
Emotionally,
any man that knows it,
psychologically,
physically, emotionally,
everything, it
yes,
hurts.
it breaks
because
it breaks a man down to the point that it hurts.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Can y'all hear him? Just type yes or no. I want to make sure that they can hear what you are saying to me. So just hold on. I'm just turning the volume up to make sure that they can hear it. Okay, everybody that's on this live stream. Thanks, Angela, for tuning in. Thanks, Tammy, for tuning in. Can somebody please type in, I know you can hear me, but can you hear what my guest is also saying? Just type yes or no. Okay, thanks, Tammy. They can hear you. Thanks, Tammy and Camille. Thank you. So I understand.
No.
Wait a minute. Let me finish. Just let me finish. I cannot walk your shoes because I'm not a guy. But I can say,
It's deeply personal.
I understand that it's deeply personal.
You don't.
Would you like for me to get you some tissue? Mr. R, would you like for me to get you some tissue? Are you okay?
I'll go get a rag.
Okay.
It's teary. It hurts. It hurts. It really hurts. As a man at my age, and as what I've done at my younger ages, I was banging. Now.
Are you saying you was a hoe?
Yes. Yes. A liar, a cheater, and a thief. Yes.
Okay. So now that you are up in age, I'm going to say this, y'all. Don't tell them exactly how old you are. Just give me a number. 50s, 60s, what? Hold on, everybody. This is a touchy subject that affects a lot of men, and Mr. R was considerate enough to share his experience and his story with us. So just be patient with me. Thanks, Perry, for joining in. Just be patient with me because this is a topic that is touchy, that is painful, that affects men emotionally, physically, and psychologically and mentally. And that's what I'm saying. Y'all don't see this, but I see it, but y'all can probably hear it. So are you okay?
No.
Okay.
Honestly, no. But to be real, women look at us. It's like, excuse my French, but I'm going to say this, okay?
Okay.
Big dick, little dick, or no dick.
Well, I'm agree with you there.
Okay, so now, which one do you want? You don't want a big dick. You don't want a little dick. And you can't stand no dick.
Okay.
So where do you fit in when you don't have it no more? I was a hoe, yes. I'll admit that from my teens, I was military.
Okay.
I traveled around the world.
Okay.
I was a hoe.
Okay.
I did Chinese, Puerto Ricans. I'm not gonna go.
You being honest, I get it.
Okay, but then after a certain age, when I got into my 50s, I seen the decline.
Okay.
Now it's to a point that some men, I don't know, but they try. They want to make love to you.
Okay.
And what hurts some more is it doesn't last.
Okay.
And it hurts. It really hurts.
Okay, let me ask you this. Getting back to your alternative methods. When you tried the Noxatril,
the
Cialis, and the
Viagra,
how long were you taking those pills before you realized they didn't work? Like, are you supposed to take them
Years, day by
so
day.
many days so that
It's
it's in your system, or like Viagra and Noxitril, they advertise it, oh, it's going to start working, just give it an hour.
Viagra. I lost kind of my eyesight.
On the Viagra?
Yes, NCRs.
Okay.
That's
So
why I wear.
the side effects were it affected your eyesight as well.
Yes, and my eyesight and other things.
Okay, now let me ask you this. Are you taking any of are you taking any medications that would affect or cause you to have
Yes,
erectile dysfunction?
blood pressure medicine.
Okay. Blood pressure medicine is well known to be a cause of men to have erectile dysfunction.
Smoking,
Smoking,
drinking,
drinking. Were
drugs.
you a heavy drinker?
Yes,
Are you still a heavy drinker?
no,
Okay. Were you or have you ever been a druggie?
yes.
What kind of druggie?
Coke, marijuana.
And that also caused
Yes,
erectile dysfunction.
yes.
Now, with
Wait a minute, excuse me, I'm sorry. As you say heavy, no, I wasn't heavy. It was more or less out partying. I'm not a drug addict.
yes, Camille. Yes. I'm gonna get to that. Just hold on. I'm gonna get to that. One of my guests is asking, is there surgical measures that can be used to fix erectile
No,
dysfunction?
no,
Temporarily?
no,
Are you sure?
yes,
Surgeries?
no.
Are you sure?
They have to go into your jewels and don't no man want to do that. No,
Okay. Can I say something? I'm not a guy. You say no.
no,
You would not do it.
no.
Okay, but there are surgical measures to correct it. But it's not something that you
Well, no man
would
wants,
choose to do.
no man would want to do that because of the fact it's the after effects. It's like a man wants, if he has a little one, he wants a bigger one. So what they gonna do? Cut it off and give him another one?
When you go there, can't you tell? All right, I'm about to get raw, y'all. When you go there and you go to see the doc and you in consultation,
I did that.
you did that.
Yes,
Did you tell the doc how big you want your dick to be?
yes.
Did he say he or she can do it?
No,
Why?
because he said don't do it.
Why?
Because it's not a secure thing. It's not something that's guaranteed it's going to work.
Okay. Did y'all hear that? Okay. Camille, his answer was he did go to the doctor, and it's not a guarantee that the surgery will work.
And it's
And
painful, very painful.
he did say it's very painful.
It's like if you can ask a man, if he ever been burnt, and when he peed, he damn near went to his knees because he had VD, like claps
Okay.
or something like that. I'm sorry, I was in the military.
Okay.
So you see how the lines were so long that men had claps from being over in Vietnam?
Yeah.
I'm a vet.
Okay.
So I'm in the 70s.
You're talking in the 70s.
Right.
Okay.
So it was a line that was long as going to Uptown.
Okay.
And you pissed. You went to your knees because you didn't want to pee like that because it burnt so bad.
So that would be the after effects of having the
yes, but
surgery.
the point is it'll last longer, and they don't have a medication for that. The pain is just too unbearable. It is. It hurts. Just to pee, it would hurt a lot. It's like your nuts is on fire. I mean, like you spitting out flames. You are really pissing flames.
Okay, let me ask you this. Did you ask the physician about other alternative methods since
Yes.
the Cialis, the
Yes.
Noxatril, the Viagra,
Yes.
the Ant,
Yes.
all that don't work.
It didn't work for me.
It didn't work for you.
No.
For some men, it probably did work.
But the
maybe.
point is, but the after effects is going to want to hurt them. It's going to hurt them more. It's like a man can take. It's like older men, my age or younger, they taking Viagra and Cialis. They think they're going to last long, but the after effects is going to hurt them more.
If they take the, why would it? I don't understand.
Like I get up in the morning, I don't have my glasses on, I can't see my clock.
Okay.
It's like I can't. I'm driving. I have to see.
Okay, what I'm trying to ask you is this. You said that when you took the
Viagra,
Cialis and all that, and it did get up for a little bit, but it didn't stay.
Right.
So if I'm understanding this right, the after effects of those OTCs or prescription meds cause more pain,
more physical
damage.
pain.
Oh, okay.
Than it did helping me with my jewels.
Okay.
That's not gonna last long, but after effects are lasting for the rest of my life.
Okay. I'm gonna ask you. You okay with this?
I'm going for it, boo.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna also ask you when, and I get that erectile dysfunction affects the significant other or the spouse, because you could no longer perform
the way I started at the beginning
with your spouse.
Yes.
Because you could no longer perform.
Right.
How does she respond to you? But it took some time to get there, right?
I don't know if it did or not. It was just, she was gone.
All right. In case
either she was doing somebody else, or she come home and say we happy and all that. I wasn't really doing her. Somebody else was.
Because you couldn't perform.
Exactly.
Okay. This particular guest I have on this show, what y'all don't see is this. When I asked him about his wife and how she responded to him having erectile dysfunction, what he was letting me know that y'all can't see is that his wife left him because he could no longer perform. Mr. R, alternatively, because this is such a sensitive topic, outside of Noxatril, have there been any any other natural pill that's out there that you took or trusted that may work for a little bit?
Yes.
What was that?
I don't know. I don't know the name of it. Somebody got it for me.
Okay.
And it worked.
Can you tell us about that experience?
If it worked?
Okay.
Shit. What the hell you want?
Okay. Okay. All right. I got that. All right. It worked.
Yeah.
But were you able to last a little bit longer?
Yes.
Okay. But you don't recall the name of that pill?
No, I don't.
Okay. All right.
It was under the table thing, I guess.
But it did work.
It did. Yes, it did.
Okay.
It really did.
Would that be something that you would recommend to other men?
Yes. Oh, God. Damn right. Yes.
Okay. Do y'all? Yes, Camille. Shame on her for leaving him because he could not perform.
No, stop.
No,
don't do
I'm
that.
just no. I'm reading what my audience is saying.
Right.
So don't
say shame on her because I couldn't perform. shame on her because she wouldn't stick with me.
That's a good point, sir.
Okay.
That's a good point. I know y'all heard what he said. Question. Can a man with ED be sexually satisfied or satisfy a sexual active woman?
Yes.
He answered yes.
Don't make me answer that.
I'm going to ask you.
Okay, then I'm gonna be straight up and honest. Then okay, go ahead.
I'm sure my audience wants you to be straight up and honest.
All right, go ahead.
How?
I'm gonna eat the pussy.
I should have asked that one, y'all. I shouldn't have asked that one. I should have left that one alone, right?
I told you.
All right. Hi, Paul. Thanks for joining in. Okay, but that's an alternative that works.
That's the only one that works.
That's the only one that works.
Because women are to be satisfied in what way? Mentally, healthy, physically, loving, sexually. So it's an alternative. It's called the military. Never surrender. Never give up. True?
Okay.
Okay, and I don't give up.
So you found, you got creative.
Yes.
I'm going to say that.
Yes.
Okay. I'm not going to put it
I went down
as
south.
raw as you did.
Okay, well,
you
I went down south. Yes.
You got creative.
Yes.
To keep your wife happy.
No.
Okay.
She lost interest in me for one reason I don't know. I lost interest because the way she came at me. Women.
So she wasn't understanding about your condition.
No, she gave up on me.
Okay.
But being as a woman being understanding, it's an improvise. I'll improvise.
Okay.
I adapt. I overcome.
Okay. All right. Let me ask you this. Is there
a solution?
No, that's not what I'm gonna say. I'm about to ask you a sensitive question.
Oh, God.
Is there a time when I'm gonna say this. Mentally, I know y'all have the desire here. Emotionally, you have the desire here.
Physically, it's not there.
Physically, it's not there. Is it a time when you one day wake up and say, oh, I can do something, and then it goes away?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
How do you deal with that?
Personally speaking, that's why I'm alone. There's nobody there to even that I can deal with it to say, damn, it's up. Who am I going to poke, a pillow?
You know what? I'm not going with you there. You know what? I hope y'all hear that. All right. Okay, what about a man with ED? Can he be satisfied in other ways? That's a good question.
No.
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 Because you have ED.
Because he's uncomfortable. A man hurts more than women imagine how much they hurt about ED. You can go down on it as much as you want to, but it's like you can
nothing happens. So if
until you make it something happen, but it's like, okay, it's like he's just there. It's like, I want to love you, I want to put it in you, but instead you bobbleheading, and that's not a satisfaction.
Let me ask you something. Since you said
really?
that, if a woman went down south on you, knowing that you got ED, that does nothing for you?
No.
Because you have ED?
No, it's not that, because I'm not being satisfied with her. I don't want you to come up and down and go down, up and down on me, and then you turn around, you want to kiss me. I'm uncomfortable.
Okay.
But then I want to put it in you.
And you can't.
Thank you.
And that's the big ass problem.
Thank you. Yes.
Okay. All right. So let's go back to that magic pill.
Yeah.
That magic pill that you
that
said
one. Yeah.
that works.
Yeah.
Would you be willing to tell my audience, no downtown for him, Camille?
What is that? What you mean? What is that? What she said?
It's no point in going down south. It's no point in no woman going down south on you because it's not going to work. Because it's not there.
It's a feeling, but you saying it's not there. It's there, but I'm not satisfied. As long as I'm not satisfied because you're not. You only doing something to get me up and aroused. But once you finish, I want to give you something that is not going to happen.
Okay.
That's when the interest is just, it's like, okay, damn, I want to put it in so bad. All right, I get it in there. It's gone.
How did your wife react to all this?
She left. Damn.
All right, I heard you say that. But I know it's sensitive for you, but I need my audience to know.
I'm in. Okay, I'm good.
Okay, just hold on a minute. I want my audience to know the spouse and a significant other reaction because this is a relationship. Did your wife just up when she first found out that you had ED? Did she leave you right away, or was it some time?
It was some time after that, and I tried to amend what I was going through and talk to her. She didn't want to hear the conversation, so I turned to drinking.
As an alternative?
Yes. Yes. And then when I got home, it's like we go to bed. That's it.
And how long did this damage your relationship?
3 years. Then she left.
So you went through this.
But then I thought I would please her by buying material things.
Okay.
Just like, I love you. And I really do love you. So I put material shit. It's like, don't give up on me.
Okay.
So she came back.
Did it work?
No.
When she came back?
No, it got worse. So.
Can you tell? I'm getting there, Camille.
Camille, you're getting on my nerves.
leave my audience alone. Okay, that's what's up. All right.
Go ahead. What is it?
Have you tried toys?
With her?
Was toys ever introduced into your bedroom?
No.
Is it something that she would entertain?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm not into that toy thing. If she did, it was something I wouldn't do. I wouldn't buy. So no.
Okay. Now I'm gonna share.
If you need a toy, then you're gonna need another man.
Is that how you look at it?
Yes. The toy is not satisfying you because of the fact that it's nobody hugging you jerking off.
Couples use toys together, sir.
What couple? So what you want me to do? Have a blow up doll?
That's an alternative.
Really?
Let me tell you something.
There's nothing tastier than you.
Before I became, not me, your wife.
I'm saying, okay, but per se, it's like it's nothing more tastier, nothing more better than you personally. A toy is just what it is. You can last as long as you want with a toy, but you're not getting the satisfaction that you want.
Okay, that's your personal view, right?
Okay, well, yes, ma'am.
Okay, now I'm gonna say this. When I used to sell sex toys, hey y'all, before I became a massage therapist, all right? Before I became a massage therapist, I used to sell sex toys, and I did sex toy parties, and my guest over here is not into toys, so I'm about to enlighten him to some stuff. When I was selling sex toys, I had to learn my women by age group. the young chickies, they was all about eat me, lick me stuff and sucking stuff. So I knew what I needed to have for them. Then you had the 30s, 40s women. They were all about other stuff. They were a combination. But the older women, the 50s and up women, they were shy about it, but when time come to order, they would always ask, do you have anything for my husband because he's a little short on the end of getting up. At that time, because I sold sex toys, I was selling a lot of penis pumps. Older women, they wouldn't do it in the open. They order out in the open because they had, like you, they didn't want other women to know that their husband, significant other had erectile dysfunction. And they would purchase the penis pumps, take it home, and do what they do with their significant other. Now, you, sir, don't believe in toys. I'm gonna ask you this. Knowing that you've been medically diagnosed, would you say that you would never entertain the idea
of using a toy?
Of using a penis pump?
No.
You would never entertain that idea?
No.
Even if the thought of it might help you a little bit, considering the medications that you took did not work except for that one. You still wouldn't entertain that idea? No. Okay. Can you tell me what age was you first diagnosed with ED? Because somebody's asking.
53.
He was diagnosed at the age of 53 with erectile dysfunction. And he's in 60s today. He's in his 60s today. So he's been diagnosed with this for some time.
8 years.
8 years. My next question is, what advice would you give to men who is going through what you have experienced and going through currently now? What advice would you give? Because
I can't give them no advice because it's touchy.
Okay.
The only advice I can honestly say is who you with is going to matter more about what you do. Because it hurts. I mean, you don't know how fucking much it hurts a man to even say or admit, or it doesn't get up. He's not going to talk about it, but he's going to just look at you and say, oh, stop. Or he get an attitude, or he goes drinking, or he's going to go out. He's just leaving you alone because he don't want to have the conversation with you because you don't know how you're going to handle it as much as he don't know how you're going to accept the conversation. Like this conversation now, it's open. But how many women are going to accept a man talking to her this way? Baby, I don't, it's not getting up. Sometimes it will, sometimes it won't. But then you're going. And as far as toys are concerned, I'm watching you play with yourself. Seriously?
Back up. Here we go again, y'all. It's not so much as she is masturbating and playing with herself with the toys. It's a together thing. That penis pump that I was talking about, that them older women was ordering, that was for the both of them.
What is it doing?
The penis pump, it look. All right,
it's a breast milk thing, something.
No,
right?
It's not, sir. It's not.
Okay.
You put it, it's like a tube. It comes like a tube like this.
You put it over your thing or in it?
you put it over your penis.
And it sucks. It's like a vacuum.
It's similar to a vacuum, and what it does is it pumps up the blood circulation to that area so that the man can become erect.
Okay.
Wait a minute, let me finish.
How long does it last?
Wait a minute, let me finish.
Okay.
Once is pumped,
Okay.
and the pump starts to get tight around the penis,
Okay.
then the male removes it. So now he's not flaccid, he's at an erection.
Okay.
How long it lasts, I don't know. I can't, I'm not a guy. I don't got a dick, so I don't know. I don't have a penis. I don't know how long the shit lasts. You asking me? I don't know.
How long is the man supposed to last with
I
you?
will say this. We're not talking about me. I will say this. I will say this. The women I know that have purchased the penis pump have not, when I was selling sex toys, have not came back to me or called me and said, you know what, this contraption don't work. Okay. I never got a phone call like that.
Is that woman still with that man?
I don't know. I don't sell sex toys no more since I entered the massage therapy industry, so I really can't say. Have you tried the penis pump?
No.
Then how can you say it don't last long?
Because I'm talking to you.
No, just because you're talking to me.
Like
but you can't say that, sir. Like and I'm going to tell you why you can't say that. Because you never tried the freaking penis pump to say, oh, shit, don't wow.
Okay.
It may work for some other guy.
You say it's a toy.
It is a toy.
How long does a toy last?
For you? I don't know. I'm not a guy.
Okay.
If you ask me about a toy for a female, I can tell you a whole lot about that.
Okay, then.
But we're not talking about that. We're not talking about that because we're talking about erectile dysfunction.
Then you got the little rubber thingies too.
What little rubber
things? Them dicky things, them little rubber dicky things.
My person said penis pumps work great.
Really?
Really? Yes.
She's still with the same pump?
Yes.
Okay, well then happy for her.
Yes.
Okay.
The penis pump works for some people, but it may not work for others. People.
Okay.
Right.
Now, here's that question that I'm gonna ask your questionnaire. How often?
Okay. How often what?
How
often does it work?
Yes. How often do we use it? Because it becomes to be annoying after a minute or so.
If you know what, I'm gonna say this: if a man, and I could be wrong, I could be dead wrong. If a man has a desire for his woman and he has erectile dysfunction, he would do whatever, in this person's case, he would do whatever is necessary, whatever it takes, so that they both can enjoy each other in the art of lovemaking. It may not be for every man. It may not be for you, but for other men that's out there, it works.
So we'll see Cialis and Viagra.
Maybe they didn't try Cialis and Viagra.
Or Noxatril.
Or Noxatril, or the ant pill. Right. But that one miracle pill that you tried.
Yeah, baby.
Really, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it's like she didn't give up on me, but, you know, I don't see her as much, but when I got it, yeah, it worked.
Okay. And you don't recall the name of that pill?
No.
Okay. So, because I want to ask you.
It's not on the market
anymore, or it's just not on the market?
I don't know if it's anymore. It wasn't on the, well, as far as I know, when she got them for me, it wasn't on the market.
Okay. Okay.
It's not like I can go to the drugstore and say, I want yada yada.
And you don't know where she got it from?
No, I don't.
Okay. All right. So
But it worked.
Oh, you made that point very clear.
Yeah, and she's like, she got kind of happy about it too.
Okay, that's nice. Okay, so we talked about the penis pump, exercise. There's things that, I don't know if you know this, but there's things that men can do to help with erectile dysfunction.
Yeah.
I can't say, oh, stop taking your BP meds. That's not an option. You
No.
need to have the BP meds. However, the smoking, the drinking, bootleg, yeah, okay. The smoking, the drinking, exercise,
the drugs.
the drugs.
Well, I'm not drinking like that, and I'm not smoking like that.
And you're not a drug.
No, hell no.
Oh, I'm just asking,
No,
sir.
no, I'm not a drug anymore.
Okay,
So the drugs I left in the 30s, when I was in my 30s. So I stopped at like in my mid 30s.
Okay. Would you say that your lifestyle played a part in your ED?
Yes, it did. Very much so. Yes, it did.
How many years were you on the wild side? Played an effect.
Oh God, shit. 40
years 40, of your life.
40, yeah.
You was just a
whore.
Yeah, that.
Yes.
Okay.
A whore.
All right.
Yes.
And it caught up with you, and you did all those things that are contributors to erectile dysfunction.
Yes.
The drinking, the smoking, the lack of exercise, the drugs.
Smoking joint, partying, working.
Okay.
Yes.
How is your stress level with your condition?
What you mean by that?
Do you have a high stress level or you maintain it?
I maintained it.
And how do you do that?
Drinking.
What?
Drink.
Your stress level is high.
Mm-hmm.
Psychological contributor to erectile dysfunction.
I had to drink.
Drinking, sir, is a contributor and cause to ED.
Okay, then what was the stress cause?
What causes the stress in your life?
Woman.
Your everyday
Women,
lifestyle. Whatever you're doing in your life every day.
Women.
Or you're just going to put it on women?
Yes.
Poor diet, yes. Drinking, diabetes, high blood pressure, yes. Depression. All of that plays a part. Depression is the psychological part.
Okay.
Have you experienced and were you diagnosed with depression?
No, I can't say I was diagnosed, but I lived it to a point that I wanted to kill myself.
Sir, that's not good.
Well, that's the truth.
That's not helpful.
Well,
did you get help for it?
I had somebody that stuck with me when I was doing it. No, well, I went to the hospital. I got 302.
Okay.
And then after I got out there, I had somebody that honestly stuck with me.
Okay.
To get through the depression.
And
so
how are you today? Are you better?
Very, yes.
You're not going through the depression stage anymore?
No.
You've gotten better?
Yes.
Have you...
And it works too, when it wants to.
I didn't need to see you do that. Please don't do that no more.
Okay.
Have you slowed down on the drinking?
Oh, very much so, yes.
What about the drugs?
No.
You said you never really was druggy. Do you?
No.
I'm gonna ask you a personal question. Smoke weed?
Yes.
Okay. Is it every day? Is
No.
it sometime?
I think I was.
No. Is you what we can call a functional weed head?
No.
Okay. So that wasn't a factor.
No.
Has it been a time when you did not take, and I'm asking about medication, I'm going back to medication because I know blood pressure medication plays a big part in men who have erectile dysfunction. Has it been a time or a day where you may have forgotten to take your BPs?
Yes.
And you did get an erection?
No.
That never happened?
One time I didn't take my BP.
Your meds?
Yeah.
Okay.
And my friend was with me. And I lost my equilibrium.
Okay.
It's like I don't know. I didn't function like I fell, but I didn't fall. I was coherent,
Okay.
but I wasn't. And she had to help me up.
And that was because you didn't take your meds that day?
For a couple of days, yeah.
And did it have anything, I guess what I'm trying to ask you is, you missed some days in taking your BP meds.
Right.
It messed with your equilibrium, your homeostasis, and your balance. I guess what I'm trying to ask you is, during the days that you didn't take the meds, did you experience
an erection?
Yeah.
No.
None at all?
No.
Okay.
Because first, I guess you can say it's a mental thing because I live by myself. So it's like I don't have a woman in the bed with me every day.
Okay.
And the majority of the time, I don't have a woman, period.
Okay. So since your wife left, you're primarily home by yourself?
Since my wife left, I am home by myself. Not primary, I am home by myself.
Okay. Someone is making a statement. Actually, it was very... Okay, she's talking about a gentleman who is in his 40s, and he experienced ED because he was a heavy weightlifter and because of a poor diet.
Then, it's that thing that's got, a weightlifter. Okay, then the hernia can do that too.
Okay.
Weightlifting, you're stressing the muscles in your body.
Right.
And your joules is picking up that weight.
Okay.
You're using your legs, using your arms, using your chest. But this is...
I gotta ask you a question. You ever lifted weights?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna ask you a really, really personal question, and women will not know this because we're not y'all. So I'm gonna ask you a question. Were you a heavy weightlifter, a light weightlifter?
Mid.
Mid.
Military.
Because you was a weightlifter, did it shrink your dick?
Yes.
There you go, y'all. Weightlifters got little penises.
They're not little.
You just told me.
No, you asked me, did it shrink it? You didn't ask me if I had a little dick.
Let me rephrase the question.
Thank you.
Do the weightlifting. Let me ask you again. Did it change the size of your penis?
Yes, it did.
Shrunk it, right?
Yes.
Do the lifting weights?
Yes. Straining.
Okay. All right.
All that chest and that six pack, it doesn't mean shit. And when you get older, that goes away.
But this person is saying that he causes ED because he was a heavy weightlifter and because of a poor diet.
No.
No, wait. That might didn't happen to you, but it happened to this person that she's talking about that's in his 40s.
Then there's something else too that he's not telling me.
Nope.
Honestly.
No.
Okay,
We're not leaving that.
I'm not going to read him by his book or what he's saying, but he's not.
It's a she.
She? I'm saying the man.
Okay.
It's something that he's not. ED is
Listen,
ED is a conversation that is only meant for somebody that's going to understand and be real with it, and it's basically for men.
Well, I guess so. It's a freaking male problem.
Okay, now there you go. So then, who did you discuss it with more than a man?
Well, right now you're discussing it with me and my audience.
Okay, well then, I'm getting paid.
And they're giving me feedback.
Okay.
And they're asking, they're giving me, they're making their comments, which is great. Everybody, thank you. Great for the comments and tuning in and the question. Okay, Camille, I can agree with that one. Absolutely.
Wow. Camille getting on my nerves. What?
Diabetes. Diabetes is a contributing factor to men who have erectile dysfunction. Do you have diabetes?
No.
You have no diabetes?
No.
But
I was tested for it, so no, I don't have. I'm not a diabetic.
Okay. Heart disease?
No.
Any surgeries?
No.
Just the BPs?
Yeah.
Okay. The BPs to drinking, and that's it.
Well, I don't drink like that no more, so yeah.
So it's just the BPs without the drinking part?
Yeah.
Okay. I know earlier I asked you what advice would you give to men, and you said you really can't give no man advice.
It's their own personal.
I get that, but
let me ask you something. Let me ask your audience as the women are listening.
Okay. Thank you, Diana, for joining in.
What is it that you really want to discuss that a man you want to talk to a man about something? You're asking me all these questions about erectile and all of that. Men don't want to talk about that to women because women don't get it. You say
why? Because we ain't got a penis.
Exactly. The point is made. Yes.
I'm gonna say this.
You say
we can't.
You want a little one, or is this pinky, or this pinky, or this finger? They big, they small, they middle,
different sizes, different shapes, different varieties.
And women
penises, I'm sorry, y'all. Penises come in different sizes, different shapes, and a slew of variety. However, sir, I'm gonna try to ask you this. Thank you for the heart love, everybody.
I think it's for me. I feel it. I like your gifts.
I'm glad you like my gifts. Okay, that's true too. I want you to tell, because you are an older man, right? Yeah. Because you were, as you say, a hoe in your day, in your heyday, you were a hoe. And now that you are an older man in your 60s, what would you tell young men that's in their 30s and 40s that are off the chart, hoes in the street, just slaying pussy wherever they can, conquering pussy wherever they can?
I can't tell them anything because no matter what I say out of my mouth, I'm wrong because I've done it. I did it. They have to live their life the way they want to.
They're going to do that anyway. Okay, but I'm asking you, wait a minute. I'm asking you as a man that have experienced this, a man that had a wild life in his younger days, a man that is on BP meds, a man that have experience being medically diagnosed with erectile dysfunction, who was married, who went through the experience of his wife leaving him. Is there anything that you will offer, any type of suggestions, any type of comments, any type of advice? But let me finish. any type, so I can wrap this up, any type of advice that you would have to give to any man that's out there?
Yes.
What?
If you can seriously find somebody that you can love and trust, have a conversation with them straight off the table, the round table, whatever. Have a real conversation with them about the way you feel. Instead of going out there, it's like being in war. Somebody is shooting at you, and you're scared.
I get it, but we want to stay focused.
Okay, all right, then here's the conversation that I'm going through.
Okay.
It's like you scared of something, and the only thing you do is keep it to yourself. But find somebody to talk to about it, and that's you.
The spouse, the wife, the significant other.
I'm saying, but that's you talking to your significant other, but you expressing yourself to them that would make you feel better, and maybe her input will help you get better.
Okay.
The only medication you have is yourself, and the person that's going to deal with you is the person that's going to be with you, and they can help you if you let them.
Okay.
Instead of hiding and getting high and going around there messing with the girl around the corner and then come back home and say, I love you. That's you.
That's the advice that you want to give to the young
Talk to the person.
Men.
Talk to the person that you really with. Sit down and talk to that woman.
Okay.
Or your mom.
What
or
man
your dad.
Is going to discuss erectile dysfunction with their mom?
I did.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
You discussed it with your mom?
Yes.
How did that go?
It went. It was a conversation I wish I hadn't brought up. But it went. And it was a conversation, but she told me it's like, the same thing. Stop drinking, stop, going around hoeing and doing this and doing that. You don't need to talk to me. Talk to that you with.
Okay.
And see if she understands. She says, I know, baby. I know, but, a lot of men in the past years, from the early years, all the way back to Civil War years, the 1700s, or even Caesar's and Roman and all that, men had difficult problems with their penis because they keep jumping in and out.
Okay.
Diseases and all, yes.
Plus the contributing factors.
Yes. Okay, but then on top of that, it's like, it's your conscience. It's like it's your conscience that gets to you.
Okay.
Talk to somebody that you can trust and like really can talk. Like this conversation we're having now.
Yes.
It's an open conversation, but it wasn't supposed to happen like this, but it is happening. So now it's open. And to make people aware of themselves, women talk all the time about themselves.
Right.
Men don't.
Okay.
Men are more laid back and private. It's like, okay, well, I'm not going to talk about that. But now that you're broadcasting it, it might be a topic that men might want to be interested in, listen to, or talk to somebody about it.
Okay. You mentioned because I'm broadcasting it. I selected this topic because it is a hot topic that men don't want to talk about.
Have you experienced it with a man?
Yes.
How did it feel?
What you mean?
How did it feel?
For me as a woman?
Yes.
I don't know because I wasn't getting it.
No, but I mean, as you feeling it, it's like you're saying, you're not getting it. Didn't that bother you or hurt you?
I'm going to say no. I'm different from other women because I got too much shit going on in my life.
That you really don't care.
Not that I don't care, but it's not going to be a factor in my life.
No, but the question is like when
you asking me how that, I'm not answering this question because I'm the one that's doing the interviewing, and you just sort of flipped it around on me.
Yeah, pretty much.
Which, you know what? That's fine. But I'm going to say this with me personally. A man with ED, would I be understanding and help this man? Yes. Would I get pissed off, mad, and say, you know what, fuck this shit, I can't deal with this, I'm off? moving on to the next dick or whatever. No. Me personally, I don't really care. And I'm going to tell you why I don't care. Because I had a hysterectomy. And a woman that has a hysterectomy, physically, the sexual desire goes away. So it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me whether this man that I'm with has ED or not. We both have an understanding. Okay, your ass got ED, I had a hysterectomy, we even. We ain't got to worry about fucking humping. It is what it is. But for other women, it may be an issue. You can't perform, you can't do this, and I want some right now. It might be an issue to other women who's not as understanding.
My point made. Yes. And
so when you ask me how do I feel, I don't feel the same way most women do, because I got freaking money on the brain. I'm too busy out here hustling to be concerned about, damn, my man got ED and I can't get no dick today.
So you make him up?
No. I don't do that. I don't have time.
Okay.
Because I'm out here trying to get my business running, get my hustle on, make my money, and do my shows.
But Miss Carol, that's what I'm saying, okay? You are one of them other women, but the other ones is like, okay, you know, they want something. It's like, you know, they lay in the bed with their man. It's like, you gonna do something this week? You gonna do something tonight? Or you gonna do something when? Women get horny too, don't they?
Yes, we do.
Okay, so.
But remember, I just told my audience something that they didn't know.
Damn, they do now, huh? Talk about your topics.
Talk about my topics. So what I'm saying is, I understand in reference to other women. Yes, some women have a higher libido than others. Women do get horny, as you say. Women do have a strong sex drive. I get that. But when it comes to this topic right here and how it affects the significant other or how it affects the wife, it wouldn't bother me.
Then out of this conversation, what did you get out of this?
This is what I got out of this open broadcast. That for men who have or going through erectile dysfunction is very disheartening.
It is.
Because you cannot perform and you want to please your wife, your significant other, and you want it to be understanding. What else I got out of this is you want her to be understanding and go through the process with you other than be against you. That's what I got out of this. The other thing that I got out of this open broadcast on this sensitive topic is that you is one of many. You is one of many men that is experiencing erectile dysfunction, and you came forward. So I want to take the time out to say thank you for sharing. Thank you for coming forward, because a lot of men might not have done it.
Because
for the ones that I have asked, it's like, I don't think that's something I want to share.
Miss Carol, it's heartbreaking. I mean, it's a heartbreaking conversation. It really is.
I understand.
I mean, it got me crying early. I'm sorry, but I'm admit that it touched me to the point that I cried. It's heartbreaking to a man.
Okay. I can't say I understand because I'm not a man and I'm not in your shoes.
Right.
So I can't say I understand how you feel. I'm not a guy. And I'm never going to get ED. But I can certainly say to you, I get it. I really, really get it. Do y'all have any questions for my guests? Camille says, thank you, Mr. R. Do y'all have any questions for my guests before I end this show for tonight? I'm here on Facebook right now that I'm looking at with you on Facebook Live, but I'm also recording this session for playback that I will be downloading and probably editing tomorrow, so it could be, the interview can be seen for those that was not able to catch me on the live stream. And I will be sharing this in the Women's Closet TV community Facebook group. I will also be posting in the Women's Closet Facebook group resources where men can also get help. Mayo Clinic is one of the clinics that specialize in helping men who have erectile dysfunction. And I will also be posting erectile dysfunction prevention. And I will say this, if a man is diagnosed with high blood pressure, hypertension, Western medicine physicians is going to put him on BP meds. BP meds side effect is erectile dysfunction. It is just what it is. So I'm going to sign off tonight, and I want to say thank you to everybody, you out there as well as you out here. Thank you for tuning in to my live stream. I am Carolyn, the host of the Women's Closet TV show.
Thank you for having me too, Ms. Carol.
Thank you. And I will say, please tune in for next Thursday show. Next Thursday show is on mommies who have children that have, oh, I'm gonna get to that, but let me finish about the next show. Next Thursday show is going to be on children with disabilities. And I'm scheduled to have, I believe, 4 guests on the show for next week. The mommies is going to be talking about their children that have physical and mental disabilities and how they cope with it, what happened when they was diagnosed with it. And one of the mommies is an author. She wrote a book on, she's a child advocate, and she wrote an author. So please tune in, everybody, for next week's show. I will, in each one of these children have different types of disabilities, and I call these mommies special mommies because they sacrifice a lot. They sacrifice a lot. Thank you for tuning in my show. If you are just, thank you for tuning in, Tara. Thank you for tuning in, Valerie. If you're just tuning into the show, we are wrapping up. We did a show on erectile dysfunction. I had a guest. He shared a story. I thanked him for sharing his story with us, and I will be putting the resources for men to get help with, hey baby, for men to get help with their erectile dysfunction, as well as putting up alternative methods for erectile dysfunction and erectile dysfunction prevention as documented according to the medical profession. So I'd like to take the time out to thank everybody. Tara, you just joined in, catch it on the replay, and I will talk to you later. Jackie, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Jackie says, I had a great show. Camille says, thank you, Mr. R, for sharing your story. I appreciate that. Take care, everybody, and I will see y'all in a little bit because I have another live stream to do. We talked about that, Tara, about they can get the surgery done. We talked about that too. So catch it on the replay and take care, everybody. Thank you. Bye-bye.